now that the Democrats are coming in, we hope that they'll keep contact with all and raise this issue on forums without turning the tap off. I'm not saying turn the tap off, but the bull nevertheless has to be taken by the horns.
I should know this answer, but first, are there any women judges in Pakistan? I guess not. I lived in Iran for many years in the Islamic Republic. In the Islamic Republic, there were women attorneys. If there were women attorneys, did they have a role in this uprising? And if so, what was it?
Oh, women attorneys have been marching with us, and they are right up front. And as you know, we were the first Muslim state to have a woman prime minister. We were the first Muslim state to have a woman speaker of the National Assembly. And let me tell you quite happily that out of 100 judges, Superior Court judges, we have about 10 that are women. And one has been acting as Chief Justice also. She's now retired, but she acted as Chief Justice in the absence of the Chief Justice of the Lahore High Court. The only issue is that women have taken to this profession in Pakistan only in the last 2 or 3 decades. So they're really coming up to now. The choice itself in sheer numbers is limited. Otherwise, 10 judges out of 100 is a ratio close enough to the Supreme Court of America. 1 out of 9. 1 out of 9 at the moment. Gee.
Yeah, you said Musharraf was an American slave. So for us to learn from history, in the 60-year history of Pakistan, how many other leaders were also American slaves, and what is the process of becoming a slave?
Well, actually what I said was that the Americans thought of him as a slave and a good slave. I did not necessarily expressly say that he was a slave, but the American administration thought of him as our man and our slave. He's like, I think, who was it who said, either Eisenhower or Nixon, one of the more recent but not so recent presidents of the United States. Of course, he's a B word they use, but he's our B word. Lyndon Johnson, President Johnson.
Roosevelt. We know he's an SOB, but he's our SOB.
That was the kind of thing I was saying. I really don't have a textbook where I can prescribe the mode and method of becoming an American slave. But I assume the Americans know one when they see one. And it's their perception, really.
So Ahsen, you have been a part of Pakistan People's Party for a very long time, and you have been instrumental with Benazir and even during the time of Bhutto. What is your relationship with PPP right now? And if you were in the leadership role at the time when PPP was contesting for elections, did they heed to your advice?
My relationship with the Pakistan People's Party is that I am very much a member of the Pakistan People's Party. I am in the Central Executive Committee of the Pakistan People's Party, and the Pakistan People's Party, through the widower of Benazir Bhutto, is still in government and in power. I am in the Pakistan People's Party, but I am not in government. I am certainly and easily the voice of dissent in the People's Party. I have a 40-year association with the People's Party. I was, you're right, when Mr. Bhutto, the elder, the father of Benazir Bhutto, was Prime Minister, I was a junior minister in a provincial cabinet of the Pakistan People's Party government. With Benazir Bhutto in her first tenure, I was her interior minister and education minister and law and justice minister. In her second tenure, she did not take me into the cabinet, although I was a member of parliament. She confided to many people, including my wife, that I disagreed too much and was therefore not being taken into the parliament, into the cabinet. I have no problem with that. I think she was right, and it was a good choice not to take me into the cabinet. But then, when we went into the opposition, she nominated me as the leader of the opposition in the Senate, which meant that that was the time when in the opposition you have to go to jail and court arrest, etc. So I have a long and deep association with the People's Party. It's not a checkered association, it's a lively one, and I'm proud of it. Yes, you are right. The People's Party has not heeded, my party has not heeded my advice so far in reinstating Iftikhar Mohammad Chaudhary, the Chief Justice, and President Zardari, who remains the co-chairman of the Pakistan People's Party, has discussed this issue with me on several occasions, but I have not been able to convince him at all, despite the fact that I have made all these points which I have made here, that if you want, above all, if you want investment to come into Pakistan, then who better than the man who is recognized by the largest corporate bar of the world, the New York Bar Association, and who is honored by such a bar, induct him back, and investment will start coming easily, at least more easily and more of it than you will otherwise get. So they are not accepting my advice.